here to answer a question. I keep on getting this question. Why now? Did Derrick beat you and drag you to save him? Well, first, let me say that
my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, as y'all know, the relationship guru / self-love ambassador, quote unquote himself, Derrick Jaxn, or however you pronounce it, right? He came out yesterday to the world that he's been cheating on his wife. Now, his wife seemed like a God-fearing, calm, sensual young lady, and I figured I'll touch on this because I see a lot of mixed opinions on this. And can you believe, matter of fact, that there's actually some women there's a lot, matter of fact, forget something, there's a lot of women that's actually defending him. Like, it's crazy to me. But I mean, if that's the case, y'all cannot be selective. If y'all gonna vouch for him and give him a pass, well, y'all gotta do the same for Future. Alright, now anyway, so the story is he cheated, then he publishes a book right after called A Cheating Man's Heart. Now this sounds like all publicity and stage to me. That's just to me. However, we're still going to dissect this and talk about it because it's all over, and just in case there's any truth to it, we're going to point out some key points to this story. Now, he admitted he cheated pretty much, and he looked like a simp to me. He looked like this is up his alley. He looked like he don't got no control over himself. He looked like the type of dude that you put a good looking woman in front of him, it don't matter who he got. He can have God on his side. He's going to cheat. That just is what it is. And some guys are like that. It don't matter if they in a marriage. They could be married to the baddest woman ever. Listen, they're going to cheat. That's just them. They're never satisfied. And women, the sooner y'all get that with some of these guys, the better off y'all be, man. Y'all can't, some of these guys, y'all just got to come to grips with that. That's who they are. You can't change them. You can't pray, all that stuff. None of that works. Now, some guys, don't get me wrong, they do go through that phase as young dudes where they cheat. Of course, we're all young. We don't really know life. We think we be in love at like the age 18. No. That's not love. That's just puppy love. Now, when you anywhere in your 30s, 40s, and you sitting there still cheating as if you don't got your mind made up and you married, yeah. Yeah, that's you, my brother. Now, he also got the nerve to name the video with him coming out about cheating. He calls it Wife and I Live Chat. Like, this man is weird, man. He seems very manipulative to me. Like, that's how he seems. And from his little videos where he's talking about self-love, women loving themselves and that, you can tell that's the type of person he is. That's all it is to it. Not only that, right? There's an audio of him telling another woman that his wife isn't good in bed. And don't get me wrong, she do look a little prude. I ain't gonna lie. But it's still messed up. My thing is this, right? If I'm cheating, I don't care who you are, what it is, or what I'm cheating for. That has nothing to do with it. You don't drag your woman, especially the one that you married to. If you're gonna cheat, just cheat. You ain't gotta tell her nothing about your business. That woman don't care anyway. She's just going to use it, like in this case, against you. There's no reason you should be telling another woman about your wife and y'all being in bed, and that's corny. But anyway, the man not only admitted he had sex with other women while married, but he also mentioned that it was in the same bed that him and his wife sleeps on. Now, I'm no saint, right? But this isn't about me. All I'm gonna say is this: the way she held his hand casually through it all and didn't even have a rebuttal in certain parts that she should have interjected and told him about herself, is crazy to me. Matter of fact, ladies, how would you have responded in that situation? Let me know in the comments below. I got a lot of ladies a part of Anonymous Gang, so I'd like to know how y'all would handle it, because a lot of them are very thorough when it comes to comments and leaving how they feeling in the comments. So y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, how y'all would have handled this situation. This kind of remind me of that time, what was it, the dude, this was like a couple years ago, where they went viral because he basically came out and told the girl that he cheated. They were sitting across from each other, and she showed some type of emotion. She cried. I think she tried to, I don't know, she still ended up going back to him, something crazy like that. I don't know. It was all over Twitter and Instagram, whatever. But this lady here showed no emotion. Like, she had the I don't know. I wanted to tell her to blink twice if she's being held against her will, because that's how she looked to me. She looked like she was being held against her will, like she was being held for ransom or something. Now, I'm sure y'all seen the video with him and men, and like I said, it just seemed off to me. Y'all know I check for body language in every situation, and from watching her video as well, I realized she's very God-fearing. I could tell that he uses that to his advantage. Now, the video with them two, I don't know, it kind of told me a few things. It told me that he manipulates her a lot. He probably forces his way on her and his views and his opinions. Every time she talk, it has to probably be his way, and I don't know, you can tell she's very submissive towards him, and probably didn't even want to do that video, to be honest with you. The whole video just made matters worse, man. Also, it did more damage than good to me. It seemed like he was desperate for fame or attention as well, but like I said, I'm gonna leave that for later. Before I dive into this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into it. As far as her video, right? Now, matter of fact, first of all, this, right? I never even heard of this guy prior to this, which is why that's another red flag and sound like a publicity stunt. Because in like a day, out of nowhere, I mean literally out of nowhere, he was trending everywhere. All over every popular blog, Shade Room, On Site, what's the other blog? Baller Alert, Gossip of the City, T-Tenders. Listen, he was on all of those, the website, Source, all that. And then now the whole world know who he was. Now, of course, a select few people knew who he was, because a couple people that was in the comments of these Shade Room comments, they seemed surprised, whatever. Me, I didn't even know who the guy was, right? And I try to explain to y'all time after time that this social media is very, very dangerous. It could cause all kinds of narratives, no matter who or what it is about, whether they're telling the truth or lying. It don't matter. Plus, that don't matter because these days you're guilty until proven innocent, and no one had the time to see how the case plays out, right? So you could do something now and it comes out that you're actually innocent in the situation, but by that time, like I always explain in all my videos, all your endorsements, or everything that somebody felt about you, your awards, whatever it is ripped apart from you until you're found innocent. But by that time, it's too late. Damage is already done. Look at Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Everyone was like literally on this man's neck, on his back, calling him this. Mind you, nobody really knew what went down. All they did was take her word for it. You see how powerful a woman's word is? Without any evidence, without anything behind it. She said that he shot her, and that was it. Everyone took it, ran with it before he could even say anything. Everyone accused him of it. We're living in a world, man, where you're guilty before innocent. And it's supposed to be the other way around, but it's not like that. Let's be real. But anyway, back to the subject. It went from everyone believing her to her story changing. Then after her story changed time after time, everybody stopped even following the whole situation. By that time, other things that happen in the world. Mad things happen because mad things are continuously happening day after day after day, that people aren't even invested in that story no more. Nobody even know what's going on in that whole court case anymore. Nobody even cares. But guess what? The damage is done to Tory Lanez. Nobody's forgetting the fact that, well, not even the fact, the accusation that Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion. Everyone remembers that, but no one knows what's going on right now. And that's my whole point of the whole situation, man, where it's just crazy how to see that the way things are going. Anyway, let's get back to the story at hand, right? This man right here identifies himself as a love ambassador. And this is why I tell y'all to watch out for these quote unquote social influencers, these public figures, all these guys and girls that make it seem like they so rich and life is so good. They got a big house, they got a big car, all that. Listen, all that is a facade. They got rented Airbnbs, they got rented cars. You could even rent women off of Model Mayhem. All that stuff is a facade, man, but it's people that believe this, right? My thing is, get your own money. These are the same guys who behind the scenes, they telling y'all one thing, but behind the scenes they be struggling in real life, and they indulge in the same foul play that they're speaking against. But they got many of y'all fooled. A lot of y'all fooled, and y'all believe otherwise. Meanwhile, these same social media influencers and these public figures, they struggling behind the scenes, right? And even the ones that make it seem like they not, it's all a facade. Get your own money. They profit off of you. Most of these YouTubers, first of all, look, everything that y'all lack, y'all look for in other people. Alright, I forgot that guy's name on YouTube about cars. But if you lack a car, guess what? You watch his channel because you see cars that you feel you can't even get. How about you figure it out? How about you go out there in the real world and make something happen with for yourself? You see what I'm saying? You may feel that you don't got no money right now. Guess what? You go on YouTube and you watch people with money. Don't do that. We live in a bad society right now. This is just a proven testament to this. This man, along with a whole bunch of other guys out there, these motivational speakers, these influencers, whatever they want to call themselves, a lot of them are fronting. They just fronting. They're lying to you. They fronting. Omi in the Hellcat, he just called out what's this guy named Pretty Boy Fredo. A lot of people see his videos. They see him sitting there betting people $10,000, betting them to drive his what is that, Lamborghini. If you beat me in this race, you could take my Lamborghini. Guess what? He exposed them. Like, yo, nah, he don't really do that. And on camera, they got this man hopping in the cab after he's sitting there racing a whole Lamborghini. Mind you, he didn't even partake. Like, yo, listen, man. Like I said, y'all better wake up. Now, if we're going to get back to the subject, right? We talking about this young lady. Her name is, Derrick Jaxn. And I find it ironic because, like I said, she's riding with this. She's riding with her man. It is what it is. She still identifies herself as Derrick Jaxn. She's still carrying his last name and all that, which is cool. I get it. You sticking behind your man, but I don't know, man. She's justifying this in a bad way. And not to mention, if you see the video, she tried to include the fact that we are in a spiritual war, right? She says that the fact that we're in a spiritual war, this is one of the outcomes of it. No. And I kind of took this personal because y'all know me. I'm always telling y'all that we are in a spiritual war, right? But let me be the first to tell you that this is bullcrap in a situation. Just because we're in a spiritual war has nothing to do with your man cheating. If your man want to go out and cheat on you and do whatever he want to do, that's on him. That has nothing to do with the fact that we're in a spiritual war. That's two different things. Alright? Don't try to correlate your man's actions and his cheating with a spiritual war, because now you're confusing the masses once again with what's really going on. Things like this does not happen in a spiritual war. Do not try to correlate a whole spiritual war with your man's infidelity issues. That's two different things. That has nothing to do with it. Now, on the flip side, because y'all know I love reading between the lines, in retrospect, maybe she's trying to tell us something. Maybe she's trying to tell us that this was just another ploy to distract us from what's really going on, and she was just playing her role in it. Right? Follow me. Now, either way, that'll contradict all the God-fearing talk that she was saying, because that'll mean that you're playing a part inflicting this same distraction amongst the masses, in which you're doing your due diligence in yo, is it my fault? I'm just sitting here just thinking about it, because now that I think about it, she's actually sitting there kind of telling us that she's just playing her part in this. She's just saying that, yo, listen, It's a spiritual war going on out here, and it seemed like she's telling us that we're being distracted in but so many ways, because the way she was talking in circles. Nothing she was saying was really making sense if you really listen to what she was saying. She was just saying a whole bunch of God this, God that, and then saying the spiritual war, and then my man is this. And my thing is this: if you believe him, that's on y'all. She actually looked like she was reading off a script while she was talking too. It could just be me, but she looked like she was reading straight off a teleprompter while she was talking. And in part of her, what I'm gonna call justification speech, right? She said this, and this stuck out to me. She said, quote, "Just because something is dead does not mean that it cannot be resurrected by the blood of Jesus Christ, by the resurrection power of Jesus Christ, and that is what he did in our situation." So, yo, listen, that sounds like a whole bunch of justification to me. I don't know about y'all. Either this guy's sex game is from God himself, or she's just that stupid. She sounds like she's very manipulated. She sounds like he did a number on her over the years. Like, this is the behavior she's used to. She sounds like someone that's very manipulated. Now, the justification that she's given sounds like something that he should be saying. And as a guy, I can't even hate on him, because if I was in that situation myself, I would want her to reply the same way, so I don't have to feel the wrath from the people myself. Because let's be serious, man. If another black woman was to find out that her man was cheating, he's sitting there admitting to her the way he was admitting to her, holding her hand, come on. You probably would have got swung on. She was showing no emotion at all. Y'all remember that video that went viral a couple years ago? I don't know if I stated this earlier, but it was a video that went viral a couple years ago with the dude. He was sitting there with her. He was telling her how he cheated, how he messed with this girl, and he did this, and she started crying. This girl had no emotion at all. That's another red flag to me. I don't care how cold you are, man, woman, or animal, you're gonna feel some type of emotion. This man just told you that he had sex with another woman or women in the same bed that y'all sleeping. Come on now, come on. You ain't that cold, Omarion Icebox. You ain't that cold. Now, throughout the whole video, right, she was making some valid points. I'm not gonna lie. She was talking about what was that? Today's society and not being like everyone, and how you could be ridiculed by not looking like the normal person and following everyone else. Well, listen, she was making some good points, right? Like I said, y'all go check out the video. I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description box so y'all can check it out yourself. Now, she was making some good points, right? And she was stating facts, but I feel it was the wrong message for this conversation. And that's what narcissists do. Like, that's what they do. Narcissistic people, that's what they do. They stray away from the initial point of the conversation. They make a valid point about something totally different, and then they try to relate that same point to the topic at hand when it has nothing to do with what they're talking about. That's a form of manipulation, if you ask me. The point is, her man cheated. That's that. You cannot justify that. Don't try to say it's a spiritual war. Don't try to say it was anybody's fault but your man. It's not even your fault. It's not even her fault. It's her man's fault. I don't know why these two keep trying to justify it. It is what it is. They're making more of a fool of themselves by prolonging the situation, making videos and all that. Listen, it is what it is. And that's what makes me think that it's a fake situation. Because he then comes out of nowhere with a whole book talking about a cheater's heart. Come on. My thing is this. I think he knew when he was going to come out about cheating and all that. He got a book together. And before he admitted, he put the whole book together and thought like, yo, maybe I could profit off this. This man he is a legend. He's trying to profit off of his own infidelity. That's a first. He made a whole book about a cheater's heart and how he felt about cheating. Come on, man. That's another red flag to me. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, she was just using God for this whole situation. And to me, it is what it is. If you wish to keep him and work things out, you don't have to throw it all away. Y'all could work things out in private if that is your decision. And it seemed like she made that choice already, and that's cool. Because there's women that go through this all the time. But it's just the way that these two went about it. With the whole video together and him holding her hand, and it just looked forced. She looks very manipulated. She looked like she needed to blink twice if she was being held against her own will, man. Like I said earlier. And my thing is this: these days there's so much going on, they probably wouldn't even need it to make a video. They probably could have just put out a video, talked about the situation, and left it. By that time, something would have been done happened already, where whether it was something about the politicians or whatever, it's so much going on today that people would have forgot about it by the next 2 days, and it just would have been that. But that's, like I said, that's another red flag to me. I think that they purposely planned this. Nobody knew who this guy was, nor this woman, before this, and I think this was their 15 minutes of fame. So I don't know, man, but y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. If y'all seen the video with both of them, I'm gonna leave the links in the description so y'all can check it out for yourselves. But y'all let me know, is she right or wrong for sticking with her man? And how do y'all feel about Derrick himself? How do y'all feel about Danae? Let us know how I feel, man. I think he's weird, but nonetheless, it is what it is. He cheated. That's just something they gotta deal with. So it is what it is, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.